See, now, yeah, and then there, yeah, and the cake's gonna go. The cake's gonna go. If it doesn't go, I don't know. Oh, the cake's going. Like I said, the cake is gone. It went. I knew it. I knew. I love how it's in slow motion too. We watch the tragedy just unfold. Yeah, that's another thing I don't. Why are the wedding cakes like 5-7 tiers? I don't know why. Like anytime I see someone doing something like that, driving an 18-wheeler or anything like that, I always get a little nervous. Like I don't think I could do that. Look, I don't think I could do that, dude. I don't think I can lift that cake in, bro, without dropping it, dude. I don't know why I think that because I've never been anywhere close to the baking industry, so I don't know why. But I don't know, anytime someone has a job like that, I get secondhand anxiety for them. Does that make sense? God. Humans are weird. I'm a weird dude. I'm sorry. I can't help it. 70 more guests showed up than we were invited. Oh, this is the wedding stuff. Okay. Turns out Mill was inviting people and not telling us. We ran out of chairs, food, everything except wine. We had plenty of that. Someone stole the wedding gifts. Oh, that sounds like the what? That sounds like the marriage from hell. That is the one thing you always got to make sure you have. You gotta have extra food in case Chetty shows up. I like food. I love it. I don't want to eat all your food, but you have more wine though, and that's important. Running out of food sucks. Running out of chairs, awkward, especially if there's old people, because there's gonna be lots of grandma, grandpas, lots of auntie, uncles. They gotta sit down. But if there's wine, you can drink away the problems, and it's great. If there's wine, it's fine. That should be one of my rules. Okay, we're dancing. Yeah. Okay, with the groom. Okay. Chain that's now pin. Oh. Oh. That's not the bride. I think it is. I think it's a little. There's a part of me that thinks it's a little like, ugh, look at her. She's taking all my attention. It's my day. But to be fair, it is your day, and to wear a gown to someone else's wedding is just kind of, well, that's just kind of strange. I don't know. But I like that. This Cruella-looking gown lady. That's some Disney level villain right there. Yeah, it is. But okay. From Snowpaw 850. My grandmother walked out halfway through my vows. Uh-oh. Still don't actually know why because we haven't spoken since. She just said to my aunt, right, I've had enough. Off she went to wait. That's so bad. Right then, I've had enough. I'm going. And she went off to wait in my aunt's car. My uncle had to miss the first half of our receptions just driving the old hag home. That's weird. That's so, is she just tired? Is she old? Why would grandma do that? I feel like every grandma wants to show up. My grandma wants to show up to my wedding. She struggles with mobility. She'd still show up because it's grandma. Grandma loves you. I don't know. Sometimes old people get silly. I don't know.
Alright, groomsman professed his love for the bride days before the wedding and then passed out from heat exhaustion at the altar. Oh my god, what? That's crazy. Okay, wait. The groomsman professed his love for the bride, but then he was still at the altar on the wedding day? Like, listen, if a groomsman was like, I'm in love with you, I'd be like, then you can't be here at the wedding. Like, that's just it. You know what I mean? I don't know, I'm sure you guys are real close and I know you want to be in the wedding party, but you gotta pick a lane here, buddy. My ex-mother-in-law, one of my bridesmaids, was dancing with a drink in her hand at a reception, and my mother-in-law tapped her on the arm and loudly asked if she could put the drink down while she danced because she was looking trashy. Bridesmaid told me later because her gift to me was not tearing that woman apart on the spot. Honestly, yeah. I mean, yeah, that is a good gift. That's a good gift. Holy smokes. Like, I just don't understand why people think that their opinion matters. Like, imagine going up to somebody that you probably don't really know, because if it's like the bridesmaid and the mother-in-law, you know, the mother of like the groom, then like what are the chances that this mother-in-law and the bridesmaid like really know each other well? 50-50 at best, I would say. Why do you think that she would care about your opinion? Because she was looking trashy. Also, what are weddings for? Drinking and dancing. That's it. That's what the reception is for. Drinking, dancing, and food. And weird speeches. My father-in-law. As best man, he carried my ring in his pocket. Oh no, I'm nervous. He went outside to smoke his pipe before the ceremony and was fiddling with the ring and dropped it in the grass. Why would you be fiddling with the ring, is my question. It was night. The wedding was delayed as everyone got flashlights to help look for it. No one told me what was going on. They couldn't find it, so my mother-in-law let my husband borrow her anniversary band. That was fancy and had diamonds in it. When the time came, I was pleasantly surprised to receive a fancier ring than we had chosen. I thought it was a surprise for me. My mother-in-law approached me after the ceremony and told me there was no way I was keeping it. A few minutes later, someone out in the yard actually found my ring. At the reception, my father-in-law vomited on my dress. Jeez Louise! This just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Also, like, why would if you're gonna like lend your ring for the thing, which like very much appreciated, thank you, you didn't have to do that, but you did, we respect it, we love it, thank you. But like, why would you come up and be like, yeah, there's no way you're keeping that? Like, obviously, when she knows the whole situation, why would you want someone else's ring anyways? You know? People are crazy. Also, yeah, just why was he even fiddling with the ring at all? Just keep it in your pocket, under lock and key. Like, no one needs to be touching it. In lieu of giving a toast at the rehearsal dinner, my mother-in-law got up to announce that she was getting married that next Wednesday. She wore her winter white micro mini skirt wedding suit. What the hell? That's so many things. That's a lot of things to describe one outfit. She wore her winter white micro mini skirt wedding suit to the ceremony the next day. This was a quiet Methodist church wedding in the Upper South. My husband's childhood best friend showed up with his girlfriend absolutely stoned out of their gourds. Some cocktail of pot and a passel of pharmaceuticals and probably a few things snorted to top it all off. Whoa, we're going off the rails. His mom stood at the buffet table and ate more than half of the groom cake. I've been told it was absolutely amazing, perhaps the best chocolate cake ever, but we didn't get any of it. That's crazy. These people are having like wild weddings. Like, okay, first we got somebody else's wedding announcement, then we got wearing white to the ceremony. We've got the husband's childhood best friend just going off, having a nice cocktail of things. And then we got somebody standing at the buffet table eating half the groom cake. This is crazy. This is crazy. That's just a lot. That's just a lot all in one wedding.
Okay, but I don't know if... Okay, maybe Cousin Eddie wasn't invited actually. Okay. We're dancing, yeah. Oh, he might be interrupting something here. I like the dancing. The dancing's nice. Yeah. But boy, look at the eyes she's giving, bro. Look at them. Oh, look at both of them, bro. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think he was supposed to be up there. Someone get Cousin Eddie before he causes too much problems. Oh man. That's awkward. Also equally funny though. That was pretty funny. I like that one. Oh, God, I hope my wedding's not awkward. Was your... I mean, Chris, you're not married. I was like, was your wedding awkward? But I just thought, that's so stupid. It's like, Chris, was your wedding awkward? You're probably not married either. He's a young, handsome guy. He's not married. What am I saying? He's a single Pringle ready to mingle, baby. Let's go. Oh, this is cute. Look at that. No, that's a beautiful dog right there. Oh, is he bringing the... Is he bringing the ring? Uh-oh. He's gonna give it to him. Good boy. Let's go, dude. Absolutely. Oh, that's just cute. That's so nice. They got a doggy. That's so nice, man. Oh, no! I love it. That went south so fast. I was not expecting that whatsoever. I was like, look how cute the doggy is. And he just went for a full whiz, brother. He treated it like it was a fire hydrant, as doggies do. Wow. I guess not the worst thing to ever happen. It's a little embarrassing. I hope, I wouldn't want to smell like the dog the rest of the night because the weddings usually last a while. And I feel like a lot of ladies save their wedding dresses and they put them away, but every time you open, you're gonna whiff a buster every time you open her up. So hopefully the dry cleaners can take care of that. But that was funny. That was good. I like that one. That caught me by surprise. Nice. Okay, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are great. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe here at Top 10 Central for more. And if you too want to go to a wedding where there's lots of dogs, then check out my socials somewhere down below. Click the link, give me a follow. We'll hang out sometime. It'd be great. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
away, throw yellow. Okay. I'm a wedding photographer and I see this all the time. Guests are forced to be in the blaring sun with no water or beverages. Brides don't think about the guest's experience. Usually by the time it's all said and done, the guests are often done after the ceremony and peace out after the meal. Honestly though, that's like kind of not surprising. I like get it because like obviously the bride and groom are like the focus, but at the same time, like I feel like my goal, if I was to have like a big wedding with like lots of people and stuff, would be for everyone to leave being like, that was a great wedding. Because like weddings can be so fun, but they can also be the absolute worst. Oh, just in the sun, no beverages. That's all I want is beverages. At a wedding, all the beverages. I've officially dropped out of the bridal party. I'm a size 12 with no plans on dropping to a size 8 by December. Just a few things to ask. I handpicked all the dresses and bridesmaids that will be there and they will all be a size 8. So if you're not a size 8, I recommend hitting the gym, no offense. What the hell? That's so weird. That's the weirdest thing. I also would drop out of the bridal party. Like regardless, even if I was like, what if somebody's like a size 6 or a size 4?
Sorry, we only carry sizes 1, 3, and 5.
Now they gotta wear a dress that's too big too? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
What reality you live in?
Not everyone is just the same size. That's weird. That's weird behavior. That's just weird. Like, why? 8 is so random too. I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say on this one. I would drop out too, just because that's a weird rule. I'd be like, who am I supporting here? Am I the for not giving my cousin Mike a +1 to my wedding because his girlfriend smells like eggs? What the? Well, Mike just found out he's the only close family member not getting a +1. When he pressed me on the issue, I told him that she smelled. He yelled at me and called me some unpleasant things before saying if she wasn't coming, then neither was he. Yeah, I like do think that that's the move, like, cause she smells like eggs? I don't know, man. Why does she smell like eggs, first of all? But like, I don't think you should not invite somebody because they smell like eggs. And also, I understand why Mike was like a little annoyed by that, especially if he's the only close family member not getting a +1. Like, she's clearly being singled out and she probably wants to know. Also, I like don't blame people who, if they're going to a wedding and then they don't get a +1, like that's okay also. You don't have to give anybody a +1, like you don't want a bunch of randoms at your wedding, that's totally fine. But I also don't blame somebody if they don't get a +1 for not going because their spouse isn't invited. Like I also don't blame that. I can see both sides on that issue. Us, the bridesmaids, did everything from dragging 250 chairs and setting them up to hauling furniture down 2 flights of stairs, positioning it in other places. During the wedding, I learned that the bride and groom were trying to avoid all of the setup. Toward the end of the party, almost everyone had left and I realized that 2 of the groomsmen were so drunk that they were going to be useless and it would again be on the bridesmaids to clean up and put all the furniture back up the stairs. I went to tell the bride goodbye. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I do get it as like the bridal party and stuff like that. And also like the groomsmen and all of that, like they should help with the setup and the well, I mean, should I use lightly, but like, you know, it makes sense that the bridal party helps, but like wouldn't, also, I'm so hands-on, like I would be the one who's like there making sure everything's how I want it to be. I'm not leaving things up to anyone else. I would be stressed. I would be so stressed. I want to be involved. What if I show up and the furniture isn't where I want it to be? You know? I don't know, maybe that's just me, but that is kind of rude.
Okay, this is from, I can't read that, we're just gonna go with it. My mom and dad walked from the table to table and quietly told everyone that they were separating. At your wedding? What's the point of that? Why would you do that then? Timing's huge in life. Timing's a big one. Anyone will tell you that. Timing is huge. And that's just not good timing at all for partner. That's just not good.
And empower you to do the things that you dream. I promise to be your biggest advocate and your best friend. I commit to sharing with you a season of abundance and
Dude, that totally caught me by surprise. The sound effect. Did you hear that, folks? It sounded a little squinchy, didn't it? It's a little squinchy in the end, eh? Oh, and trust me, I know what squinchy sounds like. I guess that's the, what do you call it? The serve? What do you call, I'm an idiot. I don't know. See, that's the stuff I don't know. Usually it's a priest or or something like that, or a minister or something, or maybe she is a minister, I don't know, but whatever, that person standing there, she looks fine, she looks normal. But clearly she's trying to hold back that, you know, everyone's been there. Every single person who's ever refunded their lunch has been like, I'm totally fine. I'm not gonna puke. Why would I puke? I'm totally fine. It's fine right now. God, is it hot right now? God, I'm sweating. You start going, you know what I mean? So for her to do that, hey, you know what? I think the #1 rule for that is, it's embarrassing, it sucks, it's not fun. But if you do it and get it out of you, you're gonna feel 20 times better. Like, I immediately like, oh wow, I feel okay now. Cause yeah, you got rid of whatever was inside of you. Stay off the martinis before the service though, that's all I can say to that. Oh, probably wasn't martini, she's probably sick, but anyway. Okay, beautiful, get the red carpet. This is the weddings I'm used to, yep, in the church. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful. There we go, walking the excuse me, I'm just gonna pull that back now, yeah. Let me just pull that out there. Let's pick up the flowers there. You know, that's, I get it. It's the whole, yeah, walking down. That's not that bad though. That's kind of funny. You can look back at that wedding video like 30 years from now. But remember when Cousin Marie fell over the thing there? Wasn't that funny? You can say that. And yeah, there we go. That wasn't that bad. I get it. It's this whole show, the whole presentation that the bride is walking down the aisle and the groom's down there, and I totally get it. I understand the majesty of it, but that's not that bad. I feel like the puking might be worse because it's like, remember when Cousin Marie drank too many martinis and knocked down the flowers, or remember when the minister puked right before I said I do? Yikes! That could be a bad omen too if you puke right before the service. That could be bad.
Love him, comfort him, honor, and obey him.
Really, Anthony? You gonna act like you don't know me? What, you didn't take your psych meds today?
And
After you got up on
what?
And I got your baby
here. All they do
Anthony, I know you hear me.
You better get out of my mama worried. What is wrong with you?
Ooh, drama. Ooh. Was that a baby mom? What's going on there? Someone's baby. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, I've never... I think in all my years of ever being to weddings, I've never had the experience of, what do they always say? Whoever, should anyone object to this marriage, forever speak now, forever hold your peace or whatever. I've never seen everyone go, yeah, right here, no, shouldn't happen. Got this kid right here, shouldn't happen. Like an episode of like Maury or Jerry Springer or something. I've never seen that happen, but hey, you know, it looks like it does happen. That's kind of crazy.
My friend is having her wedding this fall, but she can't afford it, so she is trying to get her friends to work for free. After a month of begging and repeated texts, I give up and quote her that the cake she wants will be $400. I was getting her a $100 gift for her wedding, so if she doesn't want the gift, I'll charge her $300. She got upset, saying she can't afford it and she's only willing to pay $100 for it. I lost my temper and told her she doesn't deserve a nice wedding if she can't pay people what they're worth, and hung up. I mean, it's true. I like have sympathy, you know, for not being able to afford all of the things that you want. I can understand that, you know, that's not the best situation to be in, but also your misfortune doesn't have to be everyone else's misfortune as well. You know, there are other ways around it. You can also just postpone your wedding and save up. You could just not have this big fancy wedding at all.
I'll never consider that.
There are just other options other than being a bad friend, but maybe that's just me and my opinions. Guys, that's all the entitled guests and brides and crazy toxic wedding stuff we have for today. Let me know down below in the comments if you've ever experienced a bridezilla or a momzilla or a bad wedding guest. I want to hear these nightmare wedding stories. While you're down there, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe if you want to see more. I've been your host today, Olivia Kozlowski, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Wedding guests that got revenge on entitled brides. Let's go. But like, I don't know if because she smells, oh, Chris, what would you do? If your brother had a girlfriend who smelled like eggs, would you still let her come to the wedding? Right? Like, yeah, I don't know. Or your cousin Mike, I guess. So weird. Like, yeah, of course you don't want somebody smelly around, but like, what's going on? Maybe she has like a health issue or something that's making her smell like eggs. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but like, whatever. Cause she smells like eggs. That's so weird. Okay, us. That's how it starts. Oh, us the bridesmaids. Like just read slightly more than one word and you'll realize. Me just judging right off the bat. Also without like explaining that that's the expectation. Like, do you guys mind doing this while we, I don't know, off somewhere? Like, I don't know. Guys, remember when I never used to curse and now I curse every second word? Sorry, I'm just comfortable now. That's just an asshole. If this was an am I the asshole? Well, I guess not the bridesmaid, but the bride is the asshole for sure. Yeah, that's f***ed up. My closest cousin, the closest thing I have to a sibling, has officially, what the f***? Let me try this again.
5,
No, hold on.
6,
With the sight of that I ain't been helping a
8 years ago, what the hell? Okay, not a guest, but the groom was caught by the bride's sister making out on an elevator with an ex during the reception. All hell broke loose and somehow they are still together. They probably have kids now. Yup, 2. Like, gosh, listen, I'll never judge somebody. I don't know what's going on in your relationship, so I'm not gonna judge her for staying with him, but I am gonna judge him. You cheated on your wife, now wife, at the wedding. Okay, real stand-up guy right there. Nice, nice. Good for you. Hope that one felt good. I used to work for a wedding planner, and one time a guest stole the bride's dress. The bride had changed into a short, more comfortable dress for her grand exit. Her other dress was cumbersome and poofy. And on the security cameras in the venue, you could see the guest run into the bathroom while everyone watched the couple leave and take the thousands of dollars dress out the back door. She denied it until we threatened to press charges and then claimed I was going to wash it for the bride. Imagine! That's absolutely insane. I've never even heard anything close to something like that. That's wild. Imagine, at your own wedding, you gotta worry about getting robbed. Like, that's crazy. And then imagine trying to be like, oh yeah, I just denied it, but it's just because I was gonna wash it. Like, you're insane. That's crazy. I worked weddings. The best was the estranged, divorced father, hadn't been in the picture for 20 years and who was not invited that showed up. Anybody who's not invited that shows up is just a bad time waiting to happen. Recognized the bartender as his ex-wife's friend and starts grabbing everything available to throw at her. Police escorted him off of the premises. That's insane! You would think that if you're gonna be like the estranged person that you're gonna show up and try and like make amends or something, which is still a bad idea, but like whatever. But imagine being the estranged family member who shows up just to cause even more problems, just to throw a tantrum. Also, it's your ex-wife's friend and you're gonna throw stuff at her? Like, that's just crazy. People are wild. Okay, my brother-in-law. He got belligerently drunk and kept tossing empty glasses into the little koi pond at the venue. My nephew, who was 7 at the time, was in hysterics, worried about the fish. Yeah, like a 7-year-old has more common sense than you do. What in the world? First of all, that's just like insane. Keeps tossing empty glasses, like those poor fish, the poor employees who have to clean it up. Also, I hope that they weren't like glasses in the water. Like, you gotta drain the whole pond at that point. The freaking fish are gonna eat glass or something. Dang, that's wild. Weddings are crazy. Every time I read these, I'm like, just more ammo to not get married, you know what I mean? My officiant was over an hour late, brought her adult daughter, and ate all my bacon-wrapped scallops. When we asked for a refund, she wrote a letter telling us we were going to hell. I tried giving her poor reviews, she changed her business name and kept going. That is crazy. That's crazy. When we asked for a refund, she wrote a letter telling us we were going to hell. I like that people just like think that they get to decide. You know what I mean? Like, we see a lot of people being like, you're going to hell. I'm like, well, if you really like believe in those things, I'm like, then you probably also understand that You're not the one who gets to make those decisions. Whatever, you're an hour late, you brought a random guest, but you ate all the bacon-wrapped scallops? That's a crime in itself, and I would say that that's gonna send you to hell. I'm talking 5 solid hours of crafting for the bride's decorations at her house that should have been completed months ago. The bride was also super drunk and wasn't even being gracious about it. She was literally calling us dumb bleep. I never spoke to her again after I left her wedding. Yeah, I can imagine. If, like, weddings suck. Like, well, weddings don't suck. The preparation for weddings suck. It's a lot of work, so many little dainty things to do, like, you know, it's a lot of work regardless. Even if you have a ton of money and can just buy everything, it still can be a lot of work. Just like harassing your bridesmaids while they're helping you though, and insulting them and calling them rude things, just seems unhinged. Like, there's no like, oh, she was stressed, that can like cover this behavior, you know? So these 2 girls I know that have been friends for approximately 20 years are having I acted out the little symbol there, are having their weddings on the same day, separate locations, and 2 different people, by the way. Okay. Bride A is having a surprise wedding and has invited all of her friends and family over for a late 30th birthday party where she and her beloved will tie the knot in their backyard. Invitation sent with RSVP. Bride B is having a super extravagant wedding of the century and sent out the invitations for the same day as their friend, Bride A, late 30th birthday party. And yes, Bride B is in the know and actually supposed to be a surprise bridesmaid in Bride A wedding. Obviously not happening. What? Why would Bride B do that? Also, a surprise wedding? I've never heard of that before. Would you be down?
Nope.
Would you be down for that? If I thought I was going for a 30th birthday party and it turns out to be a wedding, I'd feel terribly underdressed. I would wear very different things to those events. But like, why would Bride... I'm just gonna say it, I don't think they're friends anymore. That's like worse than like, she threw a party on the same day as my party. A wedding on the same day as my wedding. Not good. Am I the for telling the bride that it is too expensive for her bridal party to spend $2,000 to $5,000 for a bachelorette plus her costs plus pay for other bridal events? No, you're not. That's insane. That's insane. I totally get like some people like to go lavish for their like parties and all of that stuff, which is, you know, fine. But I feel like if you want to spend thousands of dollars on a party, you also shouldn't expect anyone else to pay for your own costs. And like you should keep it to just the one event. And you also shouldn't be upset when people can't afford to spend that much money. Like that's an insane amount of money for one party. And some people can, which is fine, and they should do that. And other people can't, which is also fine, and they should not do that. The groom sent every guest a mail asking who needed babysitter at the wedding for the night. I answered that we would not need, as we will have to put our 3 children to bed at 10 or 11 p.m. He texted me angrily that it was not acceptable not to stay at least until 1 a.m. and that he would prefer me not to come rather than us leaving the dinner early. First of all, who's eating dinner till 1 a.m.? Like, no way, Jose, I'll be hungry long before then. I told him that we wouldn't come if he preferred, and he immediately canceled my room booking. What a psychopath. That's just so weird. Ew, that's so weird. Also, yeah, sorry, I don't want a stranger that you've organized looking after my children. Thanks, but no thanks. Also weird, just weird. What if I don't want to stay till 1? Now I'm suddenly a bad friend because I'm leaving at 10 or 11? No, no. Thank God he canceled your room booking because he also canceled that friendship. My closest cousin, the closest thing I have to a sibling, has officially confirmed I won't be her maid of honor because I'm too fat for a maid of honor role. Have to lose some weight before December or no maid of honor duties for me. I shan't be attending the wedding. What is with everybody on having a weight limit for their wedding? This, like, is that not the weirdest thing you've ever heard? It's just so strange. I just feel like there's so many other things to worry about on a wedding day and like in planning a wedding. I don't even know how your mind goes there. It's just insane. Also, like, no. I love this person. Yeah, I shan't be attending the wedding. I love it. I wouldn't either. My uncle kept demanding that God doesn't recognize my marriage because it wasn't done in a Catholic church, and that my husband and I will never last because he'll probably cheat on me in a few years when things, quote, inevitably become stale. Nice. That's really cool. Cool uncle right there. I tried telling him I don't believe in the same things as him and wasn't concerned, so he got louder instead and I just had to walk away. Definitely gave my surrounding cousins a good laugh though. He does stuff like this a lot. Jeez, those cousins, man, they gotta put up with a lot. Who cares? Who cares what he thinks, you know? I wouldn't even waste the breath trying to tell, like, first of all, it's your uncle, you know? Like, we love family, there's some good uncles out there, there's some good aunts out there, but at the end of the day, it's just your dang uncle. Who cares what your uncle thinks? You know what I mean? And also, if he's saying, oh well, things are gonna get stale, and also God doesn't recognize because it wasn't in a Catholic church, I'd be like, alright, Uncle Bobby. Anyways, moving on. 10/10/2020. California, we're setting the stage. A friend had a guest get really drunk, wander off to a neighboring ballroom where he started urinating, and was then removed by security where he claimed, I am a guest of bride's name and I cannot be treated like this, to which the bride replied, I don't know him. That's so crazy. That's so crazy, so embarrassing, man. Oh, guys, have you ever been at a wedding where somebody gets too drunk? If so, let me know down below in the comments. I love these kinds of stories, especially open bar. People go a little too far. I attended a wedding last year where, while the very beautiful bride was walking down the aisle, one of the groomsmen nonchalantly turned around and peed in the bush she was standing in front of. All eyes were on the bride, thankfully, except the groomsman's girlfriend, who was seated right next to me and tapped me on the arm. I think he's taking a piss. To this day, the bride still doesn't know, and her husband swore us to secrecy. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh my god, if that was me and I found out later, like, I would be like, we're no longer friends. We're no longer friends. Thank God everyone was looking at the bride. Oh man, just like that moment in particular, like, obviously just all of the moments at a wedding are important, but like, walking down the aisle, you're gonna ruin that? Not even like accidentally, you're peeing in a bush? Oh my god, I can't. People are crazy. People are crazy. I've said that 45 times this video, but like, what else am I supposed to do? Guys, that's it. That's all the crazy wedding stories, crazy wedding guests, madness we have for you today. Oh my gosh, if you've got a crazy wedding story, let us know down below in the comments. And while you're down there, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe if you want to see more. I've been your host today, Olivia Kozlowski, and I will see you all again very soon. Goodbye.